What's going on, guys? I'll make a quick video here. I just want to quickly just talk about a particular radio, and today we're going to talk about the BTECH UVPRO handheld. You see it right here. It is I think it's a 5-watt, best I can tell. I'm really more reviewing the real world test of it and what it will do, and this is just a real high level. Loving this radio at the moment. Probably my favorite all around radio. I know I've actually talked a bit about the TID radio H8. I did a quick review of that one. Thing's a little bit dirty, but yeah. And size wise, the UVPRO is essentially the same size. It's they are very, very, very compatible. Main differences: this is just a radio. This one has a lot more capability built into it, and other than just being a standard radio, right? Plenty of videos out there talking about that. This will do GMRS. This will do MERS. It'll do all of the VHF, UHF band as far as talking. It'll receive air band. I'm pretty sure of that. But it will transmit on MERS, standard VHF ham bands, UHF ham bands, GMRS band, and anything in between, to be honest. But what this does on top of that is it has like an APRS. It has APRS beaconing inside, as well as a proprietary, I think it was called like BDS or BBF format. I think it's a like to the UVPRO and BTECH. It's a proprietary format to where it'll send out and share location. Now, you have radios like the that's on charge. The BTECH DM32 that has GPS functionality and capability built into it. Great radio. I don't have a UV32, but I'm assuming they're very similar. Difference is, as far as the GPS goes, this radio doesn't talk to any other radio other than the Baofeng. I don't really know if it's even other than the DM and UV series of the 32. I've got another radio with GPS. It is a Baofeng, and they don't share location with each other. This one will share location to another one of these, because I have two of these, and they share location with each other. But the other Baofeng I have doesn't pick that up at all. So I don't like that. I don't like non-interoperability. I had a video earlier that kind of talked about that. To me, it's a waste of tech. Like, it's a cool format, but poorly executed, I would say, in this. And this is a great radio. It's really powerful. Does a lot of things. It's cool looking. It's a brick, right? It's pretty large, but and you see I've got this long whip on it. That is the TWAY. Sorry about that. TWAYRDIO. TWAYRDIO. Best antenna to date. The 771 Nagoya was my best one. Got my hands on one of these. Not looking back so far. Even of these long whip antennas, this is the most tuned for GMRS. It says two-way radio, but it's not spelled that way. But it's on Amazon. I'll try to put a link below. But I've noticed that the BNC version works better than the SMA version, and I have both of those as well. Now I only have one SMA. No, sorry, I have two SMAs and two BNC versions, and both the BNCs perform better. So I went ahead and adapted all of my radios, including this one, to a BNC adapter. And yeah, so I'm able to do that. And then I have a, I think this is, I forget what brand this is. What is that? GRA-SCH32. I don't know. It's a UHF VHF dual band shorty, and it's the best shorty that comes close to GMRS that I have found. It does great in a short range, a normal short range, but it's not good for long range comms. I use this here close by, so I keep this on it when it's just kind of being portable and moving around, or in my backpack. Also in my backpack, I keep one of these long guys, because this thing has impressed me quite a bit. But other than just being a radio and having the GPS and it'll text back and forth, unlike the DM32, where you have to be in DMR mode to send text back and forth. That's it. Useless if you're GMRS only. So this radio will send to another one of these radios, right? So in analog mode, analog texting back and forth. And there is an app that I am not fond of apps to be able to use those for radio functions, but this one's a little bit different. Early on in the radio stuff, I got into, and you can, I don't know, you really can't see what that is, but on my screen here is one of the GMRS networks that has network radio. So I have a node. The Texas hub is here at my house, and you can just connect all over the world with anyone else that's on that network in digital mode, and you can use a handheld like this to talk into that node and then talk out over the network. Pretty technical stuff, really pain in the butt to set up. Once I learned it, it was pretty easy, but it's a hard learning curve. However, the app that goes along with this, there's 3 apps. One is called HT, literally just 2 letters, HT. It's a green logo. There's one called BTECH UV Programmer, and there's another one called BTECH GMRS Programmer. All 3 of those apps are essentially the same app and have all the same networks. So if you sign up on one and I sign up on another one and we join the same network, we're going to be able to link together. So what it gives you is, let me show you, there's a listing there. That's probably hard to make out, but I have a listing there of channels, of network channels. Well, if you have an Android device, and I'll talk more about this later, it's really high level here, but if I have an Android device, here's my channels. So as I click through these, this changes my radio. Currently I'm actually connected to my base station, but it's the same, it doesn't matter. But this is where you can go in and set up your like APRS beacon, or you just want to set up your standard, like what you can do, the analog GMRS beacons, beaconing out your location. You can search, you can ping for other people, and it'll let you know, are there other radios that are set up on that channel. Analog, right, over radio. But what you can also do is if you click the channel and I'll try to show it, long press, you have these options. And what I've got is, well, mine says unbind, but it'll have the option to bind a network channel. Well, let's just do that real quick. So I'm gonna long press channel 19, bind network channel, and then it pops up a list of my network channels that I have, and I'll choose, one. I don't want to choose one for that one right now because then I'll have to undo it, but you get the idea. When you bind that channel, then depending on the audio settings that you've chosen, then I can actually talk through my radio, if it's connected to the app, into that network channel over this radio. The really cool part, probably a little taboo, but that's okay. I'm not gonna say probably. It is a little taboo to some, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. You can also, in that same setting, and I'll click on one to show you, if you see that relay mode. So So let's just say you have a group of people, or maybe a few radios in your house, or whatever that looks like. This will, and let's say it's a single channel. That's I've got this one it's channel 20. I got it on GMRS Road Trip. So the standard channel 20 with a 141.3 tone set up on there. If I hit relay mode, this will actually broadcast whatever comes from the app back over that channel, and others who are listening to that channel within range of your radio will hear it. And if they are talking, they will be able to talk into this too. So let's just say there's you and a few buddies are convoying, and there's people that's on the network. Uh-oh. So Big Jim, if you're watching this video, you just came through loud and clear. I can't answer you at the moment. Apologies for that. But yeah, so if you do the relay mode, if you have a couple of vehicles in a convoy, a couple of vehicles in a group, or you're just out camping, then you have the ability for the app to just interweave that way. Super simple. Totally takes the place of this over here, which is very complicated, very hard to set up. I just talked you through all you need to know, other than owning the right radio and having the app that goes along with it. So that's one of many functions that this radio has that I absolutely love. So because of that, I'll just tell you, I have invested in it. So I have one of these for me, one of these for my wife. I have the and the VGC or VGC brand and the BTECH brands, they all basically work the same. I have the VGC N7500 sitting right here in front of me, and this and that talk to each other. I have the BTECH brand GMRS 50 Pro in my pickup truck, which my wife drives mostly, and I have the GPS turned on. I have them all set on the similar channel to talk to each other. So all the radios have the tracking turned on, and I have a VGC N7600, which is basically the same. It is the same as the BTECH UV50 Pro. Don't let that confuse you. They're all the same though. They're all basically the same radio. The 7500 doesn't have GPS in it, but the 7600 does, as do the BTECH GMRS 50 Pro and the BTECH UV 50 Pro and the BTECH UV Pro and the VGC N76 or whatever this is called in the BTECH version. There's actually another brand out there too, but they all interoperate. They all talk to each other. So I've invested. So I have basically three of the mobile units, and I have 2 of the handheld units, and I'm thinking of picking up a couple more. I have a whole collection of handheld radios that I need to offload, because at this point most of them are useless to me. They're just collecting dust. So if you're in the market for a handheld, hit me up, tell me what you're looking for. I may have it and offload it for a good price. But yeah, you can text from the radio. It's old school, like if you want to do the letter E, you hit it 2-3 times to get to the letter E. It's really simple and to do that, and you can go radio to radio, direct or to groups. Super cool radio, and I'm 13 minutes into this, but you see, it's pretty robust. I will say though, this the plug on the side, sorry, I forgot to grab it, but the plug on the side is not a Kenwood style. It's not a K style. It is I think it is proprietary, to be honest. I ordered a Motorola. It's the same as a Motorola. It's the narrower plugs, but I want to say it's flipped. It's the opposite. So it's not exact as the Motorola. A Motorola plug will plug into it, but I had issues with it. It didn't seem to work. But I ordered from BTECH. I ordered an adapter to go to a K style, and it worked just fine. And it was made specifically for this radio. So you can use hand mics and things like that with it. If you were connecting this to like one of the Surecom forgot what the number is, 628s or whatever, trying to use it as a makeshift repeater. It works just fine for that as well. Bluetooth mics into that adapter work just fine, but another 1 sec. I was looking for the BTECH one, but I got the VGC. Doesn't matter. They're the same. I also have the Bluetooth mic, which is native to it. And we'll link to this mic. I'll do a review on this, but just really quickly, this mic will talk into this radio. So if you were to put this up high somewhere and link to it through Bluetooth within like 30 feet, I would say it's not long range. But if you're, outside and it's just the radio is hanging up in a tree just so you can get some more range or whatever, it works just fine. This will also link directly into that app. So those of you who were doing all-star style for GMRS, that you like the radioless node to talk into the network channels, here's your option. It's a hand mic, connects directly to an iOS and Android, and works the same way, and you can talk right into it. I will say the function that I'm talking about, where you can connect and talk through the radio into the network, that only works on Android. Otherwise, the app on iOS is just to control and program and change channels and volume and all the settings. You can do all the settings, basically everything you need to do, update it, but it doesn't let you actually talk from the radio into the phone. So if you want to talk through the network channels, you have to use the push to talk. So this is your option to do that, is to get the hand mic. And they've got some new ones out now to where they've got the screen on the front or whatever. I don't know if those will work on the app, but I don't have one yet. But I'm looking at it. So lots of functionality. The usefulness of it is what I told you. It's if you like network radio, not for survival, but more for just learning, fun, tinkering around, or when things are working, you just want to keep some people connected for daily chit chat, do nets, connections, things like that. There's your option. Take an Android device, connect it to your Wi-Fi, or if you've got an Android phone, I have an iOS phone, talking through it right now. But when I'm out and about, I've got an old Android phone too, and I've been using that. So I get in my Jeep, I connect it, link up to the network channels, and talk directly into the networks with that. But yeah, I'm 17 minutes in on this, and I need to wrap it up. Great radio. I would say for those of you who own these, it's a little bit heavier than this. I would expect it to be. It's got more functionality. I don't know if it actually has a bigger battery. Oh, USB-C charge also on the back. I don't know if it's got a bigger battery, but it does seem to last as long as this, even though it's doing more things. It's beaconing and doing all the stuff. Weather band. Oh, weather alert. It's got weather alert built into it. FM radio, obviously, like all of them do. All the things. You can do CTCSS and DCS scans, all kind of stuff, man. And I'll go into more detail of like what the actual detailed functions are, because all the radios have it. So I don't want to focus on just that directly, but I'm just wanting to point out that, man, this is the way to go. Especially for you network guys that wanted, like, hey, get all your buddies to transfer over to the app and pick up one of these radios. They're about $160 right now on Amazon. Seems like a lot, but honestly, what is packaged into this, and the fact that you don't have to pay for the app right now. Now, if the app dies and all the network, if they kill that, they kill that. You can do everything you need to do from the front of the radio. You don't have to have the app to do anything but really that network side. And I really got to turn that off before I make videos. But yeah, super cool radio. It's not just a cool factor though. There's a lot of function built into this that I've yet to even tap into yet. But I'm continually learning, and I noticed that a lot of people aren't talking about these other functions. So appreciate it, guys. Later.